Ooh, I'm sure we're probably going to get a stupid commercial right here. You can skip video in 3, 2, 1. How we doing, guys? Happy Monday to everybody. May 14th, 2018. Regular season still underway. I am Casey Dobson, your host of Obviously It's a Podcast. Week 6 in the books. Week 7 has just begun. I am here joined by my esteemed colleague, your now number 2, Chris Walker. Chris is feeling a little bit under the weather, ladies and gentlemen, but he's going to fight through it because there is no crying in baseball. So we're going to get through this show. Again, we're going to try to get through it in 20 minutes. I don't know how well we're going to be able to do it.
How am I second place?
Sir, you are second place to... okay, I'm sorry. Let me back up. We are tied for first, but Yahoo has decided to place me on top of you.
I see.
That's awesome. So what you got for us this week there, Christopher Walker? How we looking?
Man, we might as well go in for the matchups, right? I mean, you got a list because I'll have to put you on speakerphone if I got to pull the list.
I got a list, my friend. Let's go ahead and, we'll start with, you're always, referring to my matchup, so let me start with yours. Let's refer to yours. You and Nick, break down for me, man. What happened? You won, but,
So it was actually pretty close all week. Neither one of us really dominated. Had some shitty pitching numbers once again. Batting actually carried me through, and this doesn't follow along with your theory, but Joey Gallo had 0 home runs, 0 stolen bases, 1.43 on base percentage, and yet my offense did just fine.
Yeah, Carlos Santana woke up for you, because if his bat was quiet, you'd be looking at a different score, sir. But, it never fails for you, Christopher Walker. It never fails. With a 5.05 ERA and a 1.27 whip and one win in a pitching category, you still managed to get the victory, you lucky son of a bitch.
Not gonna lie. That is kind of lucky.
You need to go get you some, dice and hang them up in your Prius or something, to represent how lucky you are. You sorry sack of doo-doo. Nick, I will say, I was pulling for you, okay? I was looking intensely on Sunday's matchup because it was so close for you guys. And much like Shane did, you just didn't pull it out. So, I want to break into this matchup, man. Robbie and Reader. Wow. Okay. I've been watching Robbie's team with great relish because the he's in the top 5 or top 6 right now. He's 5th place. You got the league, championship defender not getting it done, but dude, I don't know, man. Reader's team was pretty close. What are your thoughts?
Well, consider that Robbie's been doing this for a couple weeks now. He's put together some dominant batting stats and shitty ERA, shitty whip, and he's still. So that's the only reason why Robbie isn't winning blowouts, because pitching has let him down. But the hitting is there, son, and he is here to stay.
Yeah, I don't see, man, with the lineup that he's got, I don't see him being able to, wavering too much. I mean, he's got a solid second baseman in Dozier. Lindor is always going to put up some solid stats. Mookie Betts, as long as he stays healthy, is going to do as well. And, of course, Chris Bryant, those 4 guys, they're going to carry a team for sure. That's half of an all-star roster for sure.
No doubt about it.
But, and, just to touch base a little bit on Reader, it does suck, man. It gets depressing when you see your fantasy team. You've got names like he did with Paul Goldschmidt, and nobody is producing other than, Grandal and Cespedes. But bottom line is, I feel for you, Reader. I feel for you. Okay, I've been there. Walker's never been there, so he can't feel for you. But trust me, man. The way that I've always turned that frown upside down is I have made trades. That's the only thing that keeps me happy in a losing season, because you end up turning it around, changing up things. So maybe Reese Hoskins and Chris Davis will turn some things around for you. The dude was sitting on my bench with some home runs. So let's get into the other the rookie matchup, and Eric, way to welcome in the newbie. Okay, Chris, break it down.
All right, so Keith put on a pretty bad performance. It was almost as bad as Reader's. And Eric came alive a little bit. He kind of needed this. If anybody needed a bounce back, it was Eric. Eric was feeling pretty bad about himself, and he got it. I actually thought Keith was going to pull off the upset because Keith had been trending in the right direction, but this is a step back.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with you, man. Wilson Contreras came alive. He, he's getting solid at-bats from Trey Turner. Bryce Harper's kind of fallen off the map. He only gave him one home run, but, bottom line is we all know Eric's got a team, and he's got the analytics on his side, blah, 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 whatever. But, I'm with you, man.
Actually, I don't think so. I think this is Eric's worst team to date.
Yeah? Well, I still scratch my head about that Scherzer-Strasburg trade, but, whatever, man, whatever works. But I need to get Charlie Morton back on my team from Keith. So I'm going to have to see if we can't work that out, because that dude is, I think he's legit, man. I think this is a big year for him, and I want to be a part of it. I want to be on you.
I think you're right, sir.
Red Sox Nation and Shane. Shane, in my opinion, this was needed for him. He is risen from the bottom, and now he here. Okay, so it's top 6 right now, and I'm sure Shane would like nothing more than to hold on to this spot. Your thoughts, break it down.
So, it's interesting. Shane had better stats last week, and it didn't show up in the win-loss columns, but he had worse stats this week and just got better fortune of the matchup. That's just the way baseball works, man.
Yeah, man. You of all people know all too well about, playing the matchup and just getting situational baseball going on, and obviously that's what Shane had. When you look at Shane's roster with Gary Sanchez, Joey Votto, Jose Altuve, Nolan Arenado, Christian Yelich, George Springer, and Stanton, the guy is going to put up some numbers, and the week that he does put up the big ones, oh, wait a minute, he did. But, when all those bats come alive, watch out, okay? So, I can proudly say this too, by the way, not having to face him next week. But I will say in terms of about Jason's team, dude, get away from the pitching stats, bro, with Scherzer, Lester, Sale. Dude, calm down, man.
He's going to be, both of those teams are going to be contenders, serious contenders, man. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting down the stretch, seeing what happens. All right, so the next matchup, this is near and dear to my heart, and I will say this proudly. Go Ray, okay? Ray put a walloping on Bill. I mean, just whipped her penis out, slapped him upside the face, and he asked for more, and she gave it to him. I don't know why this is so okay for me to say openly, but come on. I am super excited to see Ray at the top, man. I'm just tickled pink. I'm like, yeah, the Dobson family is representing. Break it down for me, Chris.
Dude, is she third or fourth?
She's third, like big dog. Together. She is third.
Dude, that's crazy. About last week, she was going into... Okay, by the end of last night, it was 7-3. There must have been a stat correction, or maybe Stat Tracker wasn't tracking it right, but there was a tiebreaker in ERA. Both of them had a 4.7 ERA, and it had to go to that third or fourth decimal point to break the tie.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty... I told her, I was like, man, Zach Godley's fucking up for you. And, apparently he was able to bring it down just enough to get her that 8-2 victory. But, I'm really excited for her. I think, Mike Moustakas and Freddie Freeman and Rosario's having a hell of a year, and Mazzara's having a crazy year. I think Mazzara's going to cool off. He did this last year, if Shane remembers. And he traded him to me at the right time for Shane, and he just kind of dwindled off. I don't know. He might stay hot, but and Bill's got a good team. He's got a guy in Zagora that really hasn't been the speedy guy as previous years. Justin Upton is having a year in Anaheim, and Didi Gregorius has calmed down, as like we said, but Aaron Judge, he's going to obviously put up numbers. But bottom line is, man, I don't think Bill has any reason to start ducking and running. He's got good pitchers on his roster. I'm not excited to play him this week because of the bats that he's got, but, we'll see.
You are catching him at a pretty good time, if we're being honest.
All right, well, hopefully. All right, so, and then, the Dobson family, again, they took it to the streets and beat the shit out of some people. I know I'm sitting over here with a nice shit-eating grin, okay? You can't see it, but you can probably hear it. Dude, all week I was like, dude. And then Josh started making a bit of a comeback, and I started getting worried with these home runs. I was like, damn it, am I going to pull a week of me and Nick and not get as big as a win as I would like? But man, I got, I'm feeling nice about my offense. And pitching last week, it surprised me, dude. I didn't think I was going to be able to hang with Josh's team. Chris, break it down for me.
Did you see how you got under Josh's skin a little bit?
Yeah, I did see his rant. I'm sorry, Josh. Well,
he's right. If you've seen the roto standings in the chat, you tied the record set by Ray a couple of weeks ago as the highest roto score of any week, 102. You would have beaten anybody handily.
Yeah, again, man, I know that, there's going to be that down period, and hopefully it was, a couple of weeks ago and I can still ride this wave. But Josh, if anything, dude, I'm looking at your roster right now. You've got some big-time names. Shoop just came back and dropped 2 home runs, 9 ribbies, and he was only on the roster, I think, at the start of this week. And that whole Paxton trade that you and I made, that was some bullshit. I like how you swindled me out of that. You were complaining that Paxton would be the injured person and DeGrom would stay healthy, and now it's flip-flopping that way. I don't even want to talk about DeGrom's 1 inning worth of work, 45 pitches, and they babied him. I'm getting tired, Chris Walker, of seeing these multi-million-dollar players get babied like my 7-year-old son. I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting really upset about it, and it really does piss me off. Honestly, it really does. It gets underneath my skin.
Makes you wonder, why did you invest that much money in somebody?
One person. Like not to bring up football, but really quick, like when I heard the Matt Ryan deal, and the guaranteed money that dude would make if he was to get injured in the preseason and never played a down of football again. Atlanta owes that bitch $100 million. That's ridiculous. That is fucking ridiculous.
Going rate.
Huh? It's the going rate.
Going rate.
Yeah. The day that a football player signs for $1 billion contract, I don't know what I'm going to do. But it's going to happen one day, and that's going to be ridiculous. And
it'll happen in baseball first.
Well, whatever. All right, so we broke down the competition in just a shade under 16 minutes, and we haven't even gotten into anything else. For time purposes, man, if you want to, I can break down really quick the batters and pitchers and just kind of blaze through them, or, whatever you want to do. You go 7, I'll go 30.
Before I get off the airwaves, I would like to share the roto standings with everybody.
All right, do it.
Casey, as I said, you are number 1 with 102 points, and there's a big drop off from first to second. Ray had 74. Then you had Josh, number 3. Hang in there, Josh. You actually did pretty good compared to the rest of the league. Shane, Robbie, and Eric are tied for 4th with 68. Then you got me and Bill hanging in the middle of the pack. Jason not too far behind. Same with Nick. And then you got Keith and Rena at the bottom. Yeah. Not looking too good for Reader.
Yeah. Turn it around, Reader. Start making some trades, boy. Well, man, I know you're not feeling really well. What?
He's praying I'll be innocent with all those trade proposals.
Yeah.
Come on, Reader. This will cheer you up.
All right, so I need to make sure I click on the pictures. So, all right, man. Well, dude, we'll let you go. Let you get out of here, man. I know you're feeling under the weather, so we'll sign off with you, dude, and you go feel better. And don't forget to check your roster.
You got it. I'm gonna take a big nap.
All right, man.
Take care. Later.
Later, man. Love you.
Love you, man.
Bye. All right, guys. So, again, I'm going to try to wrap this up with a few more minutes to spare. This week, your batters, I'm on pitchers. For the last 7 days, Raciel Iglesias from Cincinnati, Dallas Keuchel, Sean Newcomb, Jeremy Hellickson, and Buck Farmer. That's the last 7 days. Buck Farmer, I believe, is a relief pitcher for the Detroit Tigers. If you need somebody in relief, go out there and pick them up. For the last 30 days, Justin Verlander, big surprise there. Max Scherzer dropping off to second. Luis Severino, Garrett Cole, and Jeremy Jeffress still holding up into that top 5 position. Your batters for last week, Odrubal Herrera. I think this guy's on pace right now for a record. I think he's hit safely or gotten on base 41 games. I don't know, maybe. Chris Bryant, he woke up. Aaron Judge, Scooter Gennett, he woke up. Nice to see you there, Scooter. And Manny Machado wrapping out the last 7 days for the top 5 batters. In the last 30 days, no surprises here. Mookie Betts, Manny Machado, Francisco Lindor, Mike Trout, and Aaron Judge up there. So, my opinion, there's 2 matchups this week that I'm interested in watching. Swinging Low versus the heavy-hitting Captain Redbeard, Robbie, Eric and Robbie going at it this week, and Trippin' Billies versus Mud Dogs. I can't wait to see the banter back and forth. And again, man, I'm looking at this the season rankings, and guys, 3 of you guys out there, you're not far behind. It's early in the season. Again, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not a baseball, expert. I just know what makes it fun for me when I'm losing is I make trades. And the reason you do it is because it reinvigorates your interest in the other players. So I'm looking at Josh, I'm looking at Reader, and I'm looking at Keith. Guys, you can do it. You can come up there, snag one of those. Talk to Shane about it. He was down at the bottom. Now look where he's at. Okay, it's a week-to-week basis. It's towards the end of the season that you really want to start paying attention. So, to break into a little bit of baseball talk, because I always do like to do that, let me go ahead and give you a little, I like last week when I was able to pull up a little sound bit. So I want to do another sound bit. This won't be that long, but this goes into my brief topic.
No!
How do you mess up the lineup? Let me do it one more time. Okay, never mind.
No!
There we go. All right. New York Mets. Now, at the beginning of the season, they were the number one team. Okay, they were surprising everybody with this new lineup, a couple new people, Adrian Gonzalez, Todd Frazier being in there, coming back, looked like he was healthy. Then they got that pitching staff of DeGrom, Matz, and Noah Syndergaard. It's like, dude, you guys, and of course at the time, Matt Harvey, and everybody thought he was going to have a resurgent year. But then you do the lineup, and for some unknown reason, you screwed that up. Now, I don't know if you guys caught this in the chat. I was listening to 1010XL, and they brought up a very fun fact. This happened with the lineup issue 10 years ago against the same two teams, Cincinnati Reds, New York Mets. Now, I believe the Mets did it that year too, 10 years ago, 2008. So, somebody's dropping the ball just about every 10 years there. I doubt that the same coaching staff is there, but for some reason, the Mets are non-existent anymore. They are just, I cannot believe they got rid of Matt Harvey. That was kind of crazy. Sent him down. Now he's a Cincinnati Red, and he pitched for 4 innings. He did okay. I don't know if, I didn't really watch the game, but didn't look like he was any better or worse, but clearly he wasn't giving up like home run after home run like he did with the Braves. But anyways, that's a dough. Kind of like a oops, but this is going toward the more professional level. I know I hadn't done an oops in a while. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so the other thing is I definitely made a note of this, and I wanted to talk about it just for a second and give a props to baseball. As you guys are well aware, but I just want to reiterate and make my own little point about it. Stephen Piscotty's mother, Gretchen Piscotty, passed away last week or earlier this week, and I was kind of unaware of the story. And then I looked it up and seen that there was a talk between the Oakland A's, Billy Beane, and the manager of the St. Louis Cardinals. And please, don't kill me, Nick or Shane, the next time I see you guys. I didn't actually look up his name. Or actually, I did. I think it was John Mozeliak. Is that how you pronounce it? Okay. So them two got together. Steven apparently went
It's time to upgrade.
What in the world are we doing here? I don't like that. Anyways, sorry. Stephen Piscotty was made aware of his mother's medical circumstances and went to the management in St. Louis and basically expressed to them his immense heartbreak that he was having with dealing with his mom, and asked them what they could do for him. And the fact that these two guys and these two organizations, they got together and they understood that this is bigger than baseball. And guys, it's definitely an emotional story, and I'm doing everything I can to not keep it back, because it reminds you that these people are human, regardless of the size of their bank accounts. These guys care a lot about their families and the interest of their families, and the fact that these organizations were able to say, you know what, we can make a trade and we can get him closer to his mother. That was just awesome. And then obviously he was greeted warmly by the Oakland A's after the passing of his mother, and the fact that he got a hit. You guys have all been there. We all have kids. We all understand. Well, most of us have children, but we've all been around the feeling that you get when you celebrate a personal victory for another person. And it just was awesome just to even see the replay of Steven when he got on first and the emotion that was on his face. I give kudos to baseball, kudos to the world. Sometimes we do some shit right. Sometimes we do some shit wrong, but that time we got it right. So good job, world. I had some other stuff to talk about, guys. We're not going to break into it. There's really no need. I'm going to talk about some strikeouts and the fact that your boy Joey Gallo there, Walker, leads the league with 58 strikeouts, and right behind him is Giancarlo Stanton with 55, and just how many strikeouts have been struck out by the Astros. That's a little bit concerning for them, in my opinion. But you know what? We're not going to break into that. We're going to end this show on 26 and some odd minutes. I'm going to head on the way out, start some dinner. Hope everybody has a great Monday. Check your rosters. Trade some people. Do whatever you need to do out there to come and try to get this #1 spot. Technically, Walker and I hold it together, but Yahoo just feels like I'm a little bit more deserving. His luck's got to run out. It's gonna run out, people. Eventually, he's gonna get out. We got to get him out. It's garbage. Get him out of here, guys. Come on. I stopped the music before I stopped this. Oh, Nick. Thanks for reminding me. I am so sorry. I need to give you a joke. My bad. Whoa. My bad. I'm sorry. Let me get into this. Okay. Back to the Mets. I had to look up a joke for them, okay, because I was like, you guys suck, and you need to be made fun of. So, anyways, sorry. So what do I have in common with the New York Mets? Sorry, there's nobody here to answer the question. In October, we will both be watching the World Series. It's not really that funny. And then, you know what? I know it's been out for like 2.5, 3 weeks, and I've only seen it one time, but the superhero movie Avengers Infinity War has still got me. So, pulled up a little joke, and I was like, okay, which superhero spends too much time in the sun? Captain America. Did I say it right, reader? Douche. Alright, guys. So, now, I'm hitting the button. Y'all have a good week.